Good morning, everybody. You made it to Unit 6. Can you believe it? Here we are. Okay, so I just wanted to touch base with you really quick this morning. This isn't going to be long. I wanted to talk to you to remind you about this project you have due this week. It's pretty extensive. I know that most of you already realize that. But I did give you some information last week when I returned feedback on your thesis statements. But I've got a couple of questions over the weekend that made me think that either you weren't able to open the document that I sent or maybe didn't realize that that attachment was there. So I wanted to just blast this out here to make sure that you get the information you need to be successful. Now, the assignment is not due until next Sunday, and you do not have to submit any kind of a draft to me during this week. If you do have questions, please let me know. I'm here all week to help you. But I do encourage you to start early on this because it is going to take you a lot of time to do. So with the final project, it's going to be two pieces. There will be a marketing plan, which will be a written piece, and then you will also have your presentation. And inside of that market plan and presentation, I'm just looking over the standard instructions that have been in the classroom since the beginning. You've got your marketing plan, part 1. It goes through steps 1 through 10. It asks for 2,500 to 3,500 words and at least 6 scholarly references. Now, the 2,500 to 3,500 words, I wouldn't get too hung up on that. If you run a little bit longer, but that means you got everything you needed in there, I think that's okay. I feel okay about that. Now, with that marketing plan, please make sure that you realize step 5 asks for you to create an example of the material you're going to use for your audience. This could be a brochure, it could be a poster. If you have, you do have Microsoft Office, you could use the products that you have within that to help you create it. It's called Publisher. It's pretty easy to use, or any other thing you'd like to use. But you are required to create an example of the materials that you plan to use in your marketing plan. I think that's been a question for some people. And even at the basic of what this is about, be sure that you read those instructions. They have a project scenario. It talks about a county with a top 50 market city. You don't need to identify the city or the county. It's just simply telling you this is a big market where we have a lot of patients and a lot of diversity. It's a nonprofit. We're dealing with the issue specifically of mental health issues, and support services, and we provide services to children, homeless, community, health links, referral services. You can read about all of it there, but you're not making up your own topic. You're not making up your own scenario. That's already written for you in the instructions. Okay, so with the marketing plan, then what I did was I went through and created kind of an outline for you of how you could structure your paper to make sure that everything you need gets hit on in that instruction or in your marketing plan. So with that marketing plan, just trying to bring it up here in the background, I have for you explained about headings again. We've been over this a couple of times. I think most of you are getting the hang of it. But that marketing plan it follows exactly the steps 1 through 10 that are in the original instructions. It just shows you how to use your first and second, third level headings in order to organize all of that. There is an executive summary that's due. Again, in my instructions, I gave you a link to a website that helps with writing executive summaries if that's something that you're not used to. Then there will be the situation analysis. It talks about the 5 P's of marketing that you'll need to cover and gives you some information about that. Your strategy is then broken down into A through G, from marketing tactics down to donor outreach. I've shown you how you can organize that with your headings and given you a little bit of information on each of those requirements. And then you're going to have your marketing materials. Now, the one thing about this with APA formatted material, we don't put diagrams, samples, materials like that inside the body of the paper. You would refer to it as Appendix A, Appendix B, and then your actual work could be given in 2 ways. It could either be the very last pages of your paper after the reference page, Or if you're using Publisher or something, the easiest thing to do is for you to just create it, save it in your paper, talk about it as Appendix A, and I will know, because you'll attach it as a separate attachment, that that's where I need to go to look at it. So a separate document is fine, or after the reference page in this document. You'll have your goals and objectives. That is the goal for the marketing plan, what the objectives are, what you hope to achieve. Make sure you're reading that scenario that was given to you in the original instructions. That will help you with what the goal of this is. Budget. We've talked about budgets in the class, but now you get to put it into action. You do need to have some details about what you think this will cost, both upfront to get started, ongoing costs, and it would be great to talk about how we expect to see a return on this investment. It's not like I'm going to make a new product, it's going to cost us $500, we're going to sell it for $1,000, we're going to make $500 profit every time. Obviously, when we're talking about services, our profit, our return on investment is going to come from referrals, larger patient base, healthier patients, things like that. So be creative and think about, how is this going to pay off for us? We're doing it because we care about our community. Mental health issues obviously are something that we all in healthcare should be concerned about. But we also need to know that we're going to be making some money back to help us with these programs. So that's the budget part of it. And then at the end, you'll have a summary. This is really just a conclusion, which you would have in a standard APA paper. We would call it a conclusion. It's a summary of your main points. Use a page break after the summary before you move on to the reference page. Now, one thing that I tried to, it's so early here. Okay. I don't know what else I was going to say about the summary. Hopefully that makes sense to you. And then we're going to move on to your second part, which is the presentation. 15-minute max. All of you did such a great job on your presentations with your group project. Your PowerPoints were clean. Your voices were easy to follow along with. The graphics were great. You minimized the amount of words on the page. You used your speaker notes. You used the rule of 6, a lot of you. This is exactly what I'd like to see in this presentation as well. Oh, that makes me remember what I was going to remind you about. You are, as in the instructions, it tells you in the instructions, you're presenting this to the board of directors, the director of operations, the director of nursing for your organization. You don't need to spend a lot of time talking about mental health issues and why they are important to be looked at in our community and taken care of. These are people who are very well aware of the mental health issues. So yes, you will be focusing on that as far as understanding where we're going with our outreach and our marketing, but this isn't a group that you have to teach about what mental health issues are. Statistics are always great. How many people in our community does it affect? Things like that. But some of you on your team projects went probably a little too far into the actual diagnoses and the clinical care that goes along with it that probably doesn't need to be in this presentation. So that will be your presentation. You'll be talking about your marketing plan and your marketing materials. If you want to do some video, that would be great. Just like I'm doing here, you can use Screencast-O-Matic. It's really easy. It's free. It's what I like to use. But you could, if you have some kind of a marketing brochure, you could be holding it up and talking about it, or you could have the camera faced on the material as you flip through it. That might be something kind of interesting to do. That is not required, but I think that it might be interesting instead of looking at a PowerPoint screen to see your beautiful faces, but that's totally up to you. Keep that in mind. So I know this was a quick and down and dirty sort of overview. The material is there. I will make sure that my instructions are there as well in the Unit 6 folder, so everything's convenient for you. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. I would like for you to be very successful at this and actually to have a little fun and be creative. So let me know what you think, or if you need my help at all. text me, call me, leave me a message. Okay, thanks. You guys have a great week. We're almost there. One last push. Look forward to hearing from you. Thanks. Bye.